That is one of the coolest lobsters I've ever caught. It's estimated to be about 1 in 30 million, giant, full of eggs. We're gonna give her a V-notch. That signifies that she's capable of reproducing. She's protected. She's safe to breed for the rest of her life. In this video, we're gonna go through a bunch of things in the fishery. We have just 2 days to haul 800 lobster traps. We're also gonna be using the bait that you saw us catch in one of the previous videos. We also need to finish setting the new traps that you saw us buy, and we'll also be hauling 50 of the new traps that we already set, seeing how they work. We're also gonna catch some cool catches. You never know what might come up in the traps. That's why it's called fishing and not catching. I also have 5 missing lobster traps. They're laying on the ocean floor. They have no rope coming to the surface. Hopefully we'll be getting those back. The price of those 5 lost traps spread across the year is probably upwards of $5 grand. We also have my oldest son with us. I always love bringing him on the boat. It reminds me so much of when I was a kid on Dad's boat.
I think he's doing one of your favorite pastimes.
I am jealous of that. He's keeping the captain's chair warm for me. Let's get him in the boat. All right, good morning and welcome back to the coast of Maine. You ready to go? We got the boss with us. So before we can even think about hauling a lobster trap, the first step of the day is to get our bait that we actually caught a couple videos back down to the boat, loaded on the boat. These are the pogies that we caught in our very own pursing to save money on bait. They're salted in a cooler. They're staying pretty good. Oh, and thank you for all the suggestions and recommendations on the freezer build setup. I would love to build one here at some point if I can find the right place to do it. So now all 2,000 pounds of bait is going to come back down over the same height that you watched the bait get loaded up in the last video. While Tristan and Cody do that, me and Jace, the captain, are gonna go get the boat. You haven't been in the new skiff yet, have you, Jace? What do you think of this new skiff?
Is the old one still here?
Yeah, the old one's right there. Right over there with the blue crate in it.
Oh, I see what it's on.
What do you think we should do with that old skiff?
Sell it. And that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Where is it right there?
Right out in the middle, yeah. What do you think of this skiff? It sounds good, it runs good?
Yeah, and it's pretty big.
It's big. We're gonna have to rig it up and go striper fishing in it, huh?
Yeah, maybe today.
We gotta work today. Work hard, play hard, right?
What about tomorrow?
We gotta work tomorrow too. Then we can play. Well, then we gotta go pogie fishing after that tomorrow, and then we can play. Good job. All right, we've arrived where the first 5 traps are. The traps are in a 5-trap configuration tied together on bottom. They have one end line that goes to the surface to the buoy, so we'll pull the traps up 5 at a time. We'll take any old bait out of them, we'll take the lobsters out of them, we'll put new bait in them, and we'll push them back over, and we'll rinse and repeat this process all day long. It's looking like pretty tough conditions here for the first string. We got a hard running ebb tide, the buoys are just spiggling, and we got dungeon thick of fog and we can't see. So 2 things working against us, but let's get them in the boat. Get them in the boat. Oh, that tide is screaming. First trap of the day.
And there's a giant.
There's a big one in there. Too big, Cody?
Too big, bud. Oh, that's a whole
You got a
man.
rotten shell, too. Kind of close, but like a ½ an inch too big. Big old oversized out of the first trap. He's got some shell disease. His claws are rotting off of him. Once they get this size, their shells tend to get in pretty rough shape. Some of them more than others, but once he sheds, he'll be good as new. They're protected once they get over 5 inches. These are the best at breeding, so we're gonna send him home. He's gonna go find a big mama to make some babies with. Not a single shedder out of the first one, Cody?
Yeah, I got 1 shedder.
1 shedder. They're due to start shedding here anytime, but they're running late this year. The cold winter that we just came off of has got everything in the ocean acting different than the past few years. The past few years, everything's been very warm. The winters have been mild, and the cycles kind of got used to those warm winter cycles. This year, the shedders are acting funny. The pogies are acting funny. Cody's acting funny. There's a V-notch out of the first one, too. All right, 5 down. 795 to go. I don't like saying that.
Why did you? Another 7 days.
Good. So as the traps come up, we each have our own job, and we've been through so many repetitions of that job that we kind of do it fluently without having to communicate too much. Cody primarily takes the lobsters out of the traps while Tristan puts the bait in the traps. After the traps are out, Cody starts measuring and banding while Tristan finishes preparing the bait for the next traps. And I'm running the boat, the hydraulics. When things are busy, I'll help take lobsters out of the traps. This is a questionable V-notch. Probably barely even shows up on camera. You can see over on this side of that flipper. Different states and different areas have different regulations on how strict they follow that V-notch rule. Maine's is 0 tolerance, so anything with any question has to be thrown back. That one might have been arguable, but we're not going to take a chance of it. Oh, she got a V-notch and she's headed home. There is one we're after right there, a freshly shed. This is what we call a shedder. He's just shed his shell. You can see how orange his claws are underneath him. If you could feel them, they're actually pretty soft. Once they get to this stage, they become much more active and they feed a lot and they're a lot easier to trap. We're able to catch them in much higher volume once they shed. The downside to that is the price does go down a little bit, but those shedders are the best eating lobsters to sell locally. That's why when tourists visit Maine and you hear them say the lobster tastes different in Maine, it's because they're eating those soft-shell lobsters. Those soft-shell lobsters have a much sweeter, distinct flavor to them compared to a hard-shell lobster. The downfall to them is they don't survive long-distance trucking, so you pretty much have to travel to New England to get them. We are 45 traps into the day. The hard-running tide has eased up, so that's nice, but we still can't see anything. It takes a little bit of extra time to find each buoy. The fog's frustrating. This one that we're coming up to, we actually lost 5 traps here last time. We broke a weak link again. Seems to be a pretty common theme this year. So I set 5 traps back on top of the one that we lost with hopes of tangling it up, and if we don't, then we're gonna have to throw the grapples overboard, see if we can get them back. Hopefully, we don't have to grapple, and they're just tangled up with this 5 and we can get them back. The 5 traps that are laying on bottom here with no rope going to the surface are about $1,000 value, and they have priceless tags in them. We only have 800 tags, so it sucks to lose the tags more than it does the traps. The traps have safety measures in them in case they do get lost, so that way no sea life or anything can get stuck in them. They become habitat. But we have a lot of financial incentive to get them back. Hopefully we start feeling some weight here. I think we got it. If you want to come help me, I just don't want to lose it. I don't think it's on the header. I think it's on one of the back traps.
I think you got it.
I figured we would. If I just yeah, there you go. Just wound up. We got her! That's awesome. That is good. Now as long as it doesn't fall off, chances we got the end line covered. It feels heavier than the end line.
Yeah.
I'll take it wherever we can get it.
Ouch! Ouch! My finger!
Got him! That's awesome. Welcome back to the surface. Look at that shiny white tag. Woo! Well, that's the bonus. We successfully got the 5 missing traps back without even having to throw the grapples overboard. Throwing the grapples overboard is not the end of the world, but it does take a bit of time out of the day. And taking time out of the day, especially on a foggy day, kind of sucks. We are now putting it back together with the weak link that we lost it with. This is a new regulation. We have to attach our vertical end lines with these weak breaking points, and they're supposed to reduce the risk to entanglement. The idea is that if something gets entangled like a whale with the rope, they can break it free and get away, which sounds good if you come up with the idea behind a desk, but out here in practice, you also need to lift the 5 traps off that bottom to get them to the surface. These things are becoming a bit of a headache, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Try that. Wow, that's a mean trick, huh?
That's a neat trick, buddy.
All right, 50 down, 750 to go. We're gonna put 50 of the new traps on that you saw us buy and prepare to get ready. In a previous video, we're gonna actually put them on the boat and take them out and set them into the ocean tomorrow morning. So when we get in, the tide will be up. We're gonna pull up to that wharf where you saw us get them ready, and we gotta put them on the boat. Part of that process, we also have to bring 50 traps that are in the ocean in with us so we can get the 50 tags out of them, because we need those tags to set our new traps. We're kind of rotating out some older traps that we have to set some new traps. So it's kind of a full circle moment, not only with the bait, but with the new traps, everything. You're kind of seeing the second half of some videos that you watched over the past couple weeks. Back in action. Back in the saddle again. Wow, look at him. Big old lumpy. Isn't he cool? Let me get a picture with you. Show me his face. Turn him a little bit sideways more. These fish are called lumpfish. They actually got a little suction cup underneath. They'll hang off of stuff. They come in a few different colors. This is a blue one. We also get them in red. No, I don't think anybody eats them. They might eat. Don't they eat like the roe or something out of them? Okay. I feel like I've heard of people eating the roe out of them, but I don't think they actually eat the fish. Not a very aerodynamic fish.
Kind of like a lump.
Like a lump fish? Yeah.
Ah, dad joke.
I'm gonna let him go. See you, dude. There he goes. We are about 150 traps into the day and it's already 9 o'clock. We're pretty well behind schedule. I usually try to have Yeah, I'm gonna have a bite of your banana bread. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I've been spotted eating Jason's banana bread. Usually try to have a couple hundred done by now, especially today. We have to make the tide this afternoon to get up to the wharf to put the new traps on the boat. The hard running tide this morning and the thick fog has got us a little behind. So we're gonna start hustling and try to get through them as quickly as we can so we don't miss the tide. Get to work, Cody.
Try it.
Go, Cody.
My body picked a bad day to be lazy.
You can't go if I stand here and eat banana bread, can you? All right, let's hurry. You guys sit back and relax. We'll wake you up if Cody does anything cool.
Woo.
No, not you. You don't get to sit back and relax.
Well,
You get to sit there and watch all the cool parts. Skip through all the monotonous parts. He's got bones and teeth. You might not want to hold that one.
you got spikes. Careful.
That's spikes. Move over. We've been catching tons of clean tail egg-bearing lobsters early this summer. There's been loads of them. The more we notch, the more come in. I don't know where they're coming from. Look at this one. Full of eggs. About 10,000 eggs per pound. 3 pound, 4 pound lobster, 30, 40,000 eggs. Isn't that crazy? Those are all baby lobsters. See those little black dots? When you're big, you're gonna catch them, huh? Say, I'm coming for you. 7 years from now, you're gonna come catch all of these ones? You wanna give her a snack? Hold him by the lips. Say bye-bye, Mama.
He's too much to keep.
He's a pretty one. Look at him.
He's a big boy.
He's too big to keep. Big claw, huh? Don't put your hand in there. No. That would be bad, wouldn't it? You want to put a pencil in there? He broke my pencil. Broke it. Snapped our eating tube. All right, here he goes. We can't keep them once they get this big, Jade. We've officially entered into grind mode. I don't think we've said a word for like 10 buoys. Our heads are hung pretty low. The fishing is quite poor here right now, especially for the middle of July. We're just grinding away, going through the motions, changing the water, as some would say. We're just practicing, getting bait back on the traps and hoping for a better haul next time. Sometimes when the fishing is as poor as it is right now, that's like the calm before the storm. We're hoping that's what the case is. Hopefully it doesn't stay this way for too long. We are creeping up on the trap number 300. We're almost 3/4 of the way through the day. Let's see what's in these 5 traps. I think there's a blue lobster in this one. Blue lobsters are supposed to be 1 in 2 million. Lobsters actually come in many different colors. I've never actually caught a true blue lobster. I've caught some cotton candy ones that are bluish, but not the true blue, deep blue lobster.
Counter, that's cool.
That's cool. That's just as rare as a blue lobster right now.
Yeah.
There's a nice keeper, Cody.
A nice one? Oh, yeah.
50 traps left to haul, a few oversized, a few eggers, nothing crazy yet. The blue one's still coming. I think the blue one's in this one. 5 more coming to the surface right now. 100 traps to go. All right. A little shorter toes here, gonna be the answer, Cody. Super aggressive lobsters. They're right full of little hard snappers. The snapper is a smaller lobster. These little things can bite, and they're the maddest lobsters you've ever seen, and they're holding onto the trap wire, which makes the day so much harder. Because once the lobsters shed, they become soft, and they just pretty much lay there and let you do whatever you want to them, and you can just scoop them out of the traps. But these little hard snappers, as you can see, they're biting onto the wire, and instead of just scooping lobsters out, you gotta fight every one of them out of the trap, and it slows the day down. Seeing all these short lobsters is good for the future, but it slows down today. All right, the blue one must be right here. Imagine calling that. Oh, that would be crazy. Oh, look at the snappers. That trap is right full of little lobsters. Everything except for what we want. These are the little hard snappers we're talking about, and they can bite. These, actually, for a small lobster, these can bite about as hard as any lobster.
They really do.
They hurt so bad when they get on you and they won't let go.
Show them.
Go ahead.
I'm sure I'll show them.
You will, yeah. Cody will show you at one point or another.
Even that little guy right there, his crusher guy.
Oh, they hurt so bad. They hurt.
They don't just grab once and let go. They pulsate.
Yeah. They just let go enough to think they're gonna let you go, and then they squeeze harder.
All right, here comes blue.
All right, blue coming up. Blue 22. Oh, snaps that trap. Good. No blue in that one. Blue in the next one. Nice Jonah crab. As nice as they can get, I guess. Good hard shell. Not much of a market for them, so we just throw them back pretty much all day. I'm holding my breath, hoping that these things don't show up like they did the past 2 years hoping this colder winter changes their cycle like it has everything else, and hopefully they wander off somewhere else, anywhere but here. The past few years, they've been such a nuisance. We've been catching so many of these things. And given the fact that there isn't much of a market for them, we're constantly feeding them. They have nothing to slow their population down, and it just seems like they're getting out of control. The past couple of years, these things have actually pushed the lobsters around. Usually it's the other way around. Usually the lobsters go where they want, and these things just kind of do their thing. But the past couple of years, these things have been running the bottom. We've got 70 traps left. It's a little bit after noon time, so we're still running a tight time. The high water's at 2 o'clock. We're gonna try to get these things done and on the boat as quickly as we can to get back in to make the tide, because if the tide goes out too far, we won't be able to get up to the wharf to get our new traps that we need to set tomorrow. I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it. Hopefully we do, so we can put the traps on this afternoon instead of at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I don't like when I'm right on those guesses.
Yeah. All right, here's the one with the blue lobster. Also, if you guys are into outdoors and adventures or just hard work in general, I got a link in the description for you. You gotta head down and check it out. It's Huckberry. Trap number 3. Huckberry makes some awesome men's clothing, anything from boots to shoes, pants, shirt, sweatshirt. I'm actually rocking the Huckberry sweatshirt, and I got a Huckberry t-shirt on underneath. They got some great stuff, and they are a new partner to the channel and gonna be around for a while. They'll be a partner and supporter of the channel for the rest of the year. So, link in the description. You guys can head down and check them out. They have fantastic clothing. It's very durable. I've been wearing it quite a bit lately. Did we get the blue lobster?
We did not, but check that out.
Ooh, wow, that's a soft one. This is a brand new shedder. This is a pretty good indication that hopefully they're doing their thing down there. That's why the fishing's so poor. His shell is like paper soft. That's a nice meal. That'd be a good one to eat. I don't know if you watch my short form videos, but I actually cooked up a lobster similar to this on the Blackstone grill the other day, and it was fantastic. Gotta go over and check the short out for that. Different way of cooking them than I'd ever cooked, but it turned out to be pretty good. Huckberry is actually having their summer sale, so now is the perfect time to go check out the site. The sale ends on 7/29 at midnight. But again, link in the description. Go get yourself some Huckberry, whether you're just working a hard job or you love an outdoor adventure. They got everything you need. 65 traps left to go. Woo. This is one of those days that feels like 3, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like we've been out here.
I feel like we've hauled 1,000 traps today. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, but today's a Debbie Downer kind of day. This is the reality of a lot of days throughout the year. There's a lot of monotonous, tedious days. All of our repetitions, as you can see, are very repetitive. And we're doing the same thing over and over all day, every day, kind of like an assembly line. There are times throughout the year where that assembly line is exciting, and we're catching lots of cool things, and we're catching lots of keepers and making some money. Today, that's not the case. There's always tomorrow, right, Cody?
That's right, Bob. Something's gonna happen cool eventually.
12:30, we're loading the first one on. We got the first 5 in the back of the boat. Basically got to haul the traps up one at a time and cut all the rope off. All of these traps will become spares, or I might sell some of them to a kid that's getting into the fishery. Same with the rope. Some of the good rope will become spare rope, but a lot of it will probably just get passed down. We've got 5 traps on the boat. We got to put 45 more on. We got to try to get in and make this tide. Get these off the boat, rip the tags out of them as they come off the boat, put the tags in the new traps and put the new ones back on the boat before the tide goes out. Get them in the boat! I don't want to keep down talking this boat in front of the boat, but on the Westmac, we could probably just swap them out as we haul them.
Yeah, probably right.
You're a good boat.
I will say, the boat is a pretty good place to catch a nap.
I used to do that when I was a kid. I'd sleep all day on that boat.
Yeah, same here.
Why do you guys always seem to come in when we get in? It's good timing.
Pretty soon you're gonna have a boat in here, Jace.
It is exactly high tide, and we're going up to the wharf. These wharfs we can only access 2 hours on either side of high tide, so we have exactly 2 hours to get done what we need. Should be plenty of time, but you never know when stuff goes sideways.
Trying to jinx us?
No, we always try to leave a little bit of wiggle room. I don't like to push it to 2 hours up here, because if we stay up here too long, the consequence is we get stuck up here and we can't get out, and the water leaves us, and we're left sitting up here on the mud flats. Look at those new shiny ones. Woo! They look good. All right, the old traps are officially out of the water. We burn up a half an hour.
It's not bad.
Yeah, we got about another hour to get the rest of these on. This right here is the whole reason we had to take those up before we could set these out. We needed these tags out of those traps. Woo. Here are the 4 ground lines that tie the 5 traps together. As they come in the boat, as long as Cody doesn't mess this up, we should be able to tie them all together. We're gonna skip the end line. We're just gonna do the tailors. Just putting the new traps on isn't quite as quick as taking the old traps off, because we actually got to tie them together and we got to put the new rope in them as we put them on, so that way tomorrow morning when we get to where we're going, we can just set them out and it doesn't take all morning to get them off the boat. All right, 50 traps on and done. It is 3:20. We're good. We got 40 minutes to spare.
We're quick. What did you say? Steady's fast?
Slow is steady, steady smooth, and smooth is fast.
I don't know. You nailed it the other
I nailed it the other day. You put me on the spot now. We're going home to get dinner and a couple hours of sleep, and we're going to turn around and go back out and get these in the water. And as of right now, we only have 750 out, so we're down 58/100ths of the business. Granted, that's not a big deal right now, but if the lobsters pick up, that's a big deal. I'd just assume be down more than 58/100ths right now.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with like 400.
I wouldn't mind the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, today was a grind. Hopefully tomorrow's better. All right, morning number 2. Today, again, we have 400 traps to haul. Yesterday went good. Went pretty much to plan. Today's the day, hopefully we catch that blue lobster. I was saying it all day yesterday, but today's the day we're gonna catch the blue lobster. We're gonna start the day out getting these 50 traps off the boat. Assuming Tristan tied them all together right, they should come off pretty smooth.
Sure you don't want to put 50 more on?
If he didn't tie them together right, they're all gonna come off in one ball. Well, that officially means we're all done for the year. I think so. We're all situated. We are all done moving traps for the time being. All the new traps are in the water. That's kind of a good feeling. It always sucks to move traps around, shift them, set them, bring old ones in, set new ones out. It's just an extra time consuming step when all you want to do is get through the day and get home right now with the way the lobsters are looking. It is dungeon thick fog again this morning, which makes it hard to set new traps. Woo! It's always a pain setting in the fog, not just for us because we can't see, but it's for the other fishermen that we're setting next to. Always try to be respectful and try to clear them and not set on top of them. It's a pain when 2 5s get tangled up. They become extremely heavy and it's dangerous, especially if it's choppy out, trying to get them cleared out. So we always try to clear the other fishermen, and setting in the fog like this, it's not ideal, but we got them out. We just left a little bit more room than we normally would if it was clear. I didn't really set them exactly where I wanted to, but as we haul them, we'll work them to where I want them to be. Hopefully, if this fog ever clears off. It's been foggy for like 2 weeks. It's supposed to be 75, 80 degrees today, so with any luck, the sun will burn the fog off, hopefully. Let's see what today has in store for us. What am I predicting for a cool catch? Couple giant oversized.
Well, the sun's going to come up too.
The sun's going to clear off. That's going to be the coolest part of the day. And then I think we're going to have the blue lobster today.
That would be gnarly. I think we're going to catch a beauty lobfish.
Another lobfish?
A beauty lobfish.
All right.
You know we have pufferfish?
We have pufferfish?
Northern pufferfish.
No, I
have
didn't.
a chart that shows the
I didn't know that. I guess
Yeah.
Tristan, we're going to have to catch a pufferfish too.
I think we're gonna get a cotton candy one and maybe an albino.
An albino one. An albino lobster is on my bucket list. We have albino lobsters too.
Love to see
Completely
one.
white. I've seen a couple of them in person and they're the coolest lobsters. I think they're cooler than any of them. Have you seen one?
I saw pictures.
Oh, they're so
I haven't
cool.
seen them in person.
I think we're going to catch a calico.
They say the calicos are the most rare in the world.
I
but
don't believe that.
I don't know if I buy it because I feel like we see several calicos a year. I've probably caught a dozen calico lobsters.
Yep.
All right, here they come. Good morning, Jace.
Good morning, old boy.
Morning, monkey man.
We got an empty trap for trap number 1. We got a cohog shell. Let's all have that. We're gonna find a cool catch in every 5. A cohog shell. Yeah, that's a cool one. We got a little baby lobster.
Another barnacle.
We're gonna blow the barnacle off of him. There he goes. We got a shatter in there one.
That's cool. He's got a bump.
You got a little boo-boo. And he's a shedder.
That is really
Nice
cool.
one. That's the coolest one so far. All right, 5 down, 395 to go. Let's get him in the boat. Oh, that fog's clearing right off.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see some stuff today. All right.
Whales are gonna be flying out of the water. Dolphins, tuna fish.
Tuna.
Look at him. Somebody tagged him. Somebody put a tag on his claw so they can tell if they caught him again. Big boy, huh? That's his crusher claw. See, he's got big teeth. This is his pincher claw. He uses this one to crush, squeeze his fish, crushes them, but then he uses this one to rip them apart. And this is his mouth. You know all that? All right. Big old tagged oversized. Somebody's dropped a bunch of tags. I don't know if this is the same one or not, but we've caught the white tagged oversized. Caught a couple of them. Handsome buck. There he goes. I'm gonna wear that V-notch tool out this year.
I think so. Well, maybe we can sharpen it.
Watching him back there brings back so many memories. When I was a kid, going with Dad. That's about the age that I started going with Dad on his boat. If you're new to the page, I'm 5th generation, which would make him 6th generation if he decides to pursue lobstering as a career. And watching him back there, it's like, oh, it's such a weird feeling. I can remember it so vividly. But now I'm standing where my dad was and he's standing where I was.
Oh, how time flies.
Oh, how time changes. Yeah. Very strange. In a cool way, strange. Mama and Daddy. 150 traps into the day. The fog is still winning the battle against the sun. It's trying to clear off. Hopefully within the next hour or so we'll be able to see something. No blue lobster yet, but he's coming. We're gonna get him today. Check him out.
You break your pencil?
He already broke my pencil. The one yesterday broke my pencil. You've made $7 so far, right? And then you went on break. What are you gonna buy with your $7? 300 RCs with $7. 250 to go. Then I'd like to say we got the day off, but then we gotta go pokeying tomorrow. Cody said he's gonna give me the day off Thursday, so
Maybe.
there's that, maybe. All right, he hasn't decided yet.
We take Thursday off, on just Friday and Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, all right. Here comes some of our new traps. The rope that Jimmy sold us on at the trap shop that he said was much quieter, I gotta give it to him, it actually is. Brand new rope is usually the loudest, and I don't know if you can tell, but usually when the hauler's going, I can't even come close to talking to you guys because the rope is so loud. But that float rope is pretty quiet. These are 50 of the 100 new traps. Boy, do they haul nice. The runners are nice, the rope is nice. It's so nice hauling new traps. They're empty, but they haul nice. We're definitely not paying for them today. Oh, but they're so nice.
We got Jacob's name on them, so the lobsters know which ones to go to.
Yeah, lobsters. Well, there's 180 times 5. Those traps are $180 a piece. Times 5, that's 500 plus 80 times 5 is $900 worth of traps right there. How many keepers did we get out of them? Oh boy. Oh, we got 2. We got 2. We got a big price right now. The price is like $650. $20 back out of the 900. So we got
Good start.
a few more hauls to go. They'll be worn out by the time we pay for them at that rate. Tristan, you know what's kind of funny? When I was Jace's age going with Dad, your dad was the one in the back with me. He was the one helping me, and you're now back there helping Jace.
That is kind of weird now
kind of
you
funny.
say that.
Tristan's dad actually went with my dad when I was Jace's age going with my dad. Kind of another full circle moment. That'll be the name of this video, Full Circle. We got to finish setting out the new traps. We got to put on the bait that we caught, and we got to see Jace, the next generation, come out on the boat. Well, his thumb's in hard shape, ain't it? Poor bugger.
I'd say.
Rotted right off of him. Is he good, Cody, or is he too big? He's a little too big. Oh, he's good. By a long shot. Beauty.
Wow.
Make sure I'm looking at that right. Good by a quarter of an inch.
Holy.
That's a big keeper.
A little bigger than that.
We're running out of chances to catch our blue one. We're a little over halfway through the day now.
Oh, wow.
That is one of the coolest lobsters I've ever caught. It's estimated to be about 1 in 30 million. What a beautiful lobster. Bright, bright yellow. We've caught a lot of calico lobsters. It's funny, we were actually talking about them earlier in this video. I don't believe that they're 1 in 30 million, but supposedly these lobsters are 1 in 30 million. I have caught quite a few of them, but none quite as bright as this, I don't think. This is an extremely bright lobster. Beautiful. If you're new, we actually catch lobsters in lots of different colors. Yellow, blue, red, white, orange. True blue ones are supposed to be 1 in 2 million, while these ones, the calicos, are 1 in 30 million. Usually I would give her a snack, but she's just shed. She's extremely soft, and she's lost the end of her claw there. I'm gonna get her back in the water and send her home. Let her go pass these jeans on farewell. My God. Oh, beauty. You ready? Grab his claw. Grab that one. Oh, you got him. Hold on really tight right there. And then same on this side. See? Got him tight on both sides. Hold on really tight. You got him? Look at that camera. It's a big one, huh? Why do we gotta let him go? He's the best at making babies, right? 160 traps left to go. Still no sign of blue, but we still got time. This fog cannot decide what to do. We're down to the last 50 traps of the day. There's a nice one.
There's a beauty.
Is he too big? He's close. Trap 755. The marathon is almost complete. This one's gonna be close. Yeah, he's good. Get one of those out of each trap.
Be fine.
That's all we need. We're kind of in grind mode. We've gone silent again. Everybody's just grinding away. I think Tristan's sleepwalking back there. I haven't heard him make a peep. Chase is sleeping, not sleepwalking. I see the finish line. The last 5 traps of the day. 795 down, 5 to go. Where's the blue one? He must be the last one. Nobody would believe us if it was. Right? 2 traps left, baby.
Got a little Deadpool leg.
Doing ab crunches.
There he is.
1 left.
Come on, Blue. Oh, a nice cheddar and it's orange.
Orange one. We got an orange one. Well, he counts as blue, but freshly shed beauty. Well, no blue lobster, no yellow lobsters, no albino lobsters, nothing real crazy out of this haul. But I wanted to post it for you guys to give you a little different sense of scale for what some days, a lot of days actually, can be like on the boat. Not all days are just fun and full of cool catches. This is the reality of what a lot of the days are. Now we get to go in and put the pokey net on, and we get to spend tomorrow trying to chase bait so that we can come back out and repeat this whole entire 800 trap process again at the end of the week.